Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I want to talk to you about Spoopy, which I would forgive you for thinking like I did, kind of sounds like a mixture between the words Snoopy and poop, but is in fact the new song from TRiDENT, a band who I am really enjoying, and I've got to be honest, I'll say it from the outset, this song was fantastic. Now, why do I really enjoy TRiDENT? Well, as I said before, they're one of those bands who I don't think they've quite hit their stride yet. I don't think they quite hit that level of perfection that they can reach, but I see nothing but the potential, nothing but the signs of a band who really puts songwriting first. Yeah, they have the cool image. Yeah, they like to go hard with the sort of rocking out, and they like to have guitar solos and things, but ultimately, they put songwriting first, and for me, that is a huge thing. And they've also dabbled with various different styles within the rock sort of genre. They had the subgenres, they had the more anthemic songs, the more crazy songs, the songs that had electronic things, the songs that have gone a bit more punk. They're a band who as a general seem to be very good at mixing up what they do whilst also working on developing their style. So are they 100% there yet? No, they do have some hits and misses. I've never really heard of a particularly bad song from TRiDENT, but I've heard songs where I've gone, oh, okay, more could have been done with this, and songs where I've gone, yeah, that's really kind of at that level where I want to listen to it a lot. But definitely Spoopy is one of those songs where I can't steal every time I say the name. Spoopy is one of those songs where when I heard it at first I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then after a couple of listens, I realised that I kept on re-listening to it. And then after a few weeks, as it has now been since it came out, that song stuck in my head. Really stuck in my head. I think it's rounded, fantastic, there's so much going for it. Now, apart from the fact that the intro is the main part that's sticking in my head, it's a guitar riff, but it also uses some electronic sounds to just kind of manipulate it to make it sound more interesting. I'm not saying the guitars aren't interesting, but we've all heard so many famous guitar riffs amongst the other guitar riffs that are already there as well, that hearing something which just slightly manipulates the sound, does it differently without sounding like it's overly faked and overly produced, is a really nice thing. And this is just one of those riffs that, like I say, sticks in your head. Even now I'm talking, it's starting to go round in my head. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Clear it. Okay, back. Then on top of that, you've got that verse. When the verse comes in, it sets up the atmosphere brilliantly. I love the fact that we're really getting to hear her voice here. It sounds soulful, but it also works in the rock energy. We all know that she's good at rocking out, but she can do those quiet notes as well. It's that contrast, that ability to do both things that really makes a good singer, and I think that she's showing a lot of growth here, a lot of style. Just, it's wonderful. And the chorus as well, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that the riff somehow is even more catchy, the chorus on its own is pretty damn catchy. This is a very rounded, complete song, and I love the fact that, as you'd kind of expect, okay, the arrangement is not particularly surprising, but when it gets round to the bridge, you go into a breakdown that is reminiscent of that riff again, but now goes more crazy. You get all the electronic sounds, the sort of overproduction, goes a little bit somewhere between hard rock and, dare I say, forgotten what it's called now. What was that style of... It was really popular for a while and then it disappeared. The style of music which was like electronic but everything was all broken up. Will I remember it before the end of this? Probably not. The one that like Skrillex and all that did. Wow, I did not want to compare TRiDENT to Skrillex. I feel dirty now. Getting back to it, yes. So anyway, it was kind of doing that kind of thing. It was kind of going really out there, crazy, glitchy, and it worked. It nicely framed and shot you back into, well, nicely framed the sound and shot you back into that final chorus. I just thought this was a fantastic song. But moreover as well, what I felt was interesting was that not only are they willing to be playful with their sound, but I felt the video really complemented it as well. Now, I would accept that anyone who says that their image occasionally goes a little bit on the sort of moody, faces down, angry, and you know, I've had sometimes where I've done like reviews of TRiDENT before and I've tried to get a screen capture to use for the thumbnail. She never stops moving her head enough for you to get an image of her face, so you usually end up with a blur. Yeah, there's always that sort of really trying to rock hard thing going on with them, but I think that they also have a fun edge to it, and I noticed that it came through here. They were rocking hard, but they were still willing to have those scenes where she's trapped in a coffin with loads of teddy bears and things, and where they were fighting with teddy bears, and where they had their hair all done up crazy. I think being able to to sort of have a bit of a laugh with your image is so important, as it is with most things in life. If you can kind of take yourself a little bit for laughs as well, then people take you more seriously when you offer up that side of what you do. I often use the comparison that if you can imagine some hard rock band called Dragon Death Murder, and they all have long hair, and they're always grumpy in their pictures looking at you like this with raised eyebrows and dark clothes, and all of their songs start with deep screaming and never break from that. Is that really the band who you'd think of being, wow, they're like hard? Probably not. This goes the other way as well. You think about things like AKB48. Is that really what people think of as cute? Yes, of course, there are some people who do, but I think most people look at it and think it's just a little bit too manufactured, a little bit too fake, in the same way I would say about those sort of bands who go too far in trying to look edgy and angry and hardcore and from the gates of hell. And so sometimes you need something to contextualize it. So in the same way that TRiDENT have that nice way of the fact that they're basically hard-edged most of the time, but they can take it with a little bit of a laugh. It's kind of similar to how you have someone maybe on the other end more like Kyari Pammy, who, yeah, she's doing the cutesy thing, she's wearing cutesy outfits, talking, singing about candy and stuff, but she has crazy things happen in her video, like that scene from Pom Pom Pom. We've all seen that video, the most viral video she had, where she just opens her mouth and then eyeballs start flying out. It's that ability to kind of take yourself a little bit out of the stereotype that makes you more convincing when you do those things. So, as I say, I am getting so many good vibes from TRiDENT, and they keep on coming. This is one of those songs where they've gone from being a band who I really feel have a lot of promise to one of those songs where I can say this I genuinely will be listening. This will be on my playlist for probably years. This is a song that I just really liked, I really got into, I really can't believe it's called Spoopy. Still haven't worked out why that is. Maybe I should have done some research, but I was just too addicted to listening to the song, I think. It's a great song. I really encourage you to go listen to it. If you're into hard rock at all, if you're into rock with a bit of an edge, if you just want something a bit original and fresh, I think this is it. And I think the video nicely complements it. They go a little bit crazy, not too far, not too gimmicky. They just have a bit of fun with themselves. Brilliant. I continue to be pleased every time TRiDENT come out with something. And you know I'll always be honest. No kissing ass here. So leave your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't listened to it, please do. And then leave your thoughts in the comments. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao ciao.